The Unlikely Alliance: How Immigration Reform Shapes U.S. Politics. The contentious issue of immigration reform in the United States has become a lightning rod for political debate. It divides opinions and stirs deep emotions on both sides of the aisle. The debate over how to manage and reform immigration policies touches on fundamental questions about national identity, economic welfare, and the rule of law. As the nation grapples with these complex issues, the political ramifications are profound, influencing elections, policymaking, and the national discourse on what it means to be American. Historically, the Republican Party's stance on immigration has been characterized by a focus on law and order, prioritizing border security and strict enforcement of immigration laws. However, this position has evolved over time, reflecting changes in the political landscape, economic needs, and the demographic makeup of the country. This evolution has seen periods of openness to reform and moments of retrenchment, with the party's approach to immigration becoming a point of internal debate and external critique. Republicans have strategically used immigration as a talking point to galvanize their base, tapping into concerns about national security, job competition, and cultural change. By framing immigration as a critical issue, they have mobilized voters and influenced the political narrative. This strategy has proven effective in rallying support, but it has also contributed to polarization, making it challenging to achieve consensus on comprehensive immigration reform. The stalemate on immigration reform has significant implications for U.S. national security policies. Without a clear path to reform, issues related to border security, visa management, and the status of undocumented immigrants remain unresolved. This uncertainty can hinder the ability of national security agencies to focus resources effectively, potentially leaving gaps in the country's security apparatus. The debate over immigration reform is thus not just a political or economic issue, but a matter of national security. The economic implications of immigration reform are vast, with the labor market being a core area of impact. Immigrants play a crucial role in the U.S. economy, contributing to innovation, filling labor shortages in key industries, and supporting an aging workforce. Comprehensive immigration reform could harness these contributions more effectively, addressing mismatches between labor supply and demand, and ensuring that the U.S. remains competitive in a global economy. Without reform, the country risks missing out on these economic benefits, hampering growth and prosperity. The debate on immigration within Republican circles often intertwines with concerns over cultural identity. Some members argue that a more restrictive immigration policy is essential to preserve American values and traditions. This stance reflects a broader fear of cultural dilution, influencing the party's approach to reform and shaping its rhetoric. Humanitarian concerns versus political rhetoric presents an intricate aspect of the Republicans' approach to immigration. While some Republicans highlight the need to address humanitarian issues at the border, others prioritize strict enforcement and border security, often using heightened rhetoric to emphasize these positions. This dichotomy underscores the complexity of reconciling humanitarian considerations with political objectives. The influence of conservative media in shaping public opinion on immigration cannot be overstated. By amplifying concerns about national security and economic impact, these outlets play a crucial role in framing the debate. This, in turn, affects policy discussions, pushing the Republican Party to adopt tougher stances on immigration to align with the views propagated by conservative commentators. Immigration as a wedge issue in U.S. politics has profound consequences, particularly within the Republican Party. It not only divides the party internally but also exacerbates polarization with Democrats. This division hinders bipartisan efforts for comprehensive reform, leaving the immigration system in a state of deadlock and uncertainty. Examining the positions of key Republican figures on immigration reform reveals a spectrum of beliefs and strategies. Some advocate for stringent border control and reduced legal immigration, aligning with the party's more conservative base. Others call for a more balanced approach, recognizing the economic and humanitarian benefits of immigration. This divergence of opinions illustrates the ongoing debate within the party on how best to address this complex issue. The U.S.-Mexico border stands as a symbol of the complex debate surrounding immigration reform. Security concerns, humanitarian crises, and political maneuvering converge here, painting a picture of the multifaceted challenges that any proposed reforms must address. This region epitomizes the delicate balance between upholding national security and adhering to America's foundational values of compassion and opportunity for all, making it a focal point in discussions on how best to manage immigration. Analyzing proposed immigration policies by Republicans reveals a spectrum of ideas aimed at reshaping the U.S. immigration landscape. From stringent border security measures to revised visa systems, these policies reflect a broader goal of controlling immigration flows. However, critics argue that such measures could have far-reaching implications, potentially stifling the economic contributions of immigrants and straining international relations, especially with neighboring countries. Immigration rhetoric significantly influences the Republican Party's relationship with Latino and immigrant communities. Often characterized by divisive language, this rhetoric risks alienating a substantial portion of the U.S. population. Engaging constructively with these communities could bridge gaps, fostering a more inclusive political discourse that acknowledges the contributions of immigrants to American society. Within the Republican Party, there exists a spectrum of perspectives on addressing immigration. Some advocate for more stringent policies, while others call for comprehensive reform that includes pathways to citizenship for undocumented immigrants. This diversity of opinions highlights the internal struggle to define a unified stance that respects the rule of law and human dignity. The interplay between immigration reform and other key political issues, such as healthcare and the economy, underscores the interconnectedness of policy decisions. As lawmakers grapple with immigration, they must consider its implications on the wider U.S. policy landscape. Successfully navigating this interplay is crucial for crafting solutions that are both pragmatic and humane, ensuring that immigration reform strengthens the nation as a whole. The future of immigration reform in U.S. politics is teeming with uncertainties and potential shifts. As the nation grapples with changing demographics and global challenges, the political landscape may see emerging voices and ideologies that could reshape the debate on immigration. Potential scenarios include bipartisan efforts that aim to balance security concerns with the economic benefits of immigration, reflecting a pragmatic approach to reform. However, the outcome largely depends on the political climate and the willingness of key stakeholders to compromise. Grassroots movements and public opinion have historically played pivotal roles in influencing the Republican stance on immigration. Activism and advocacy could lead to a more nuanced approach, emphasizing the importance of addressing the humanitarian aspects of immigration while safeguarding national interests. As public sentiment evolves, so too might the party's policies, potentially leading to more inclusive and comprehensive immigration reforms. This dynamic interplay between grassroots activism and political strategy underscores the importance of public engagement in shaping policy. Comparing the Republican approach to immigration with international counterparts reveals a spectrum of strategies, from open-door policies to stringent controls. This comparison highlights the unique challenges faced by the U.S., situated as it is on the front line of migration from Latin America. By learning from the successes and failures of other nations, the U.S. could refine its approach to immigration, balancing the need for security with the benefits of diversity and economic dynamism. The legal battles over immigration policies have become a defining feature of the reform effort, shaping the trajectory of U.S. immigration law. These judicial contests not only reflect the deep divisions within American society but also have the potential to stall or spur reform. As courts weigh in on the legality of various policies, their decisions could either reinforce the status quo or catalyze significant changes, underscoring the importance of the judiciary in the immigration debate. Reflecting on the importance of finding common ground on immigration reform underscores its critical role in the future of U.S. politics. Achieving consensus on this contentious issue may seem daunting, but it is essential for the nation's social cohesion and economic vitality. As political leaders and the public navigate the complexities of immigration, fostering dialogue and compromise will be crucial in crafting policies that reflect the nation's values and aspirations, ensuring a prosperous future for all.